Oh, hi.
Hi.
How
No.
are you?
Hi.
Finding you.
Awesome. Awesome to have you guys here. You have no idea how excited I am.
Yeah.
We're just as
Right.
excited.
Awesome. Hi, Paul.
Most definitely. I'm also excited. So.
Yeah. Hey, looks like we're all here.
Yes, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, Mr. Boy's always late.
I'm fine.
Yeah. No, thank you guys so much for your time. This is now officially formal introduction. I'm Tehilah Phiri. We've been in contact. I'm one of the events
Sorry.
of Sotambe. No problem. Feel free. It's an interview, but it's also, have fun. So yeah, I believe I'm joined by Mr. Paul Wilo, our director. Then we have Dyness Lungu and Wilkins Sikazwe. I hope I've got the names right.
Most definitely.
Awesome. So before we get started, allow me to do this. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. You won.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I am honestly quite speechless. When I saw you didn't just win one award, guys. You won 3. you know, Best African Film, Best Indie Feature, and Paul, Best Director of Indie Film Feature. I mean, come on now.
I mean.
Yeah, so it's really awesome. But allow me to introduce 2 other awards that they just didn't mention. One was, only Zambian film featured, on the finalist list. And not just that. In the whole of Africa, Zambia. So you didn't just go there to put a film. You literally just went to win. That was like the goal. It wasn't just go and show your face. You actually won. So that's really awesome. Yeah, I've watched the trailer of the film. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. Well done to Dyness and Wilkins for your roles as well. The director is almost as good as his actors.
No.
Allow me
very
to
much.
well done for bringing Paul's dream to light. So just a brief introduction. Paul, you're not a stranger to the Sotambe family. You know us. I'm not so sure about Dyness and Wilkins. But the Sotambe Film Institute, just a quick summary. We are a non-profit organization. And our main aim is just to raise awareness for social issues in society, mainly through films, documentaries, and just arts in general. So definitely this film fits the category. This is raising awareness on a whole nother level. I think you really challenged a lot of the questions and the status quo that a lot of people may have around it. So I'll focus on Paul just to start off with. You're not just familiar with Sotambe, you've actually been a participant in our film festivals and that sort of thing. So in 2019, you won Best TV Series for Mirrors. And then in 2020 as well, you won the Best Short Film Script for Wounded, I believe. That was 2020. So yeah, well done. So it's so great to see you. You're not just touching Zambia. You've just gone, international and you're growing. So it's so awesome to see that progress. And really, that's what we're all about as an institute. We want to see our people grow and that sort of thing. So it's really great. So enough of the introductions. Let's get
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll start with you, Paul. Obviously, your experience, you're quite familiar with the film space. You've been in it for quite a while. Can you tell me where your passion for storytelling came from and how you've ended up here today? Just something brief.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how to be brief, but I will try. My passion for storytelling started from way back, you know, in secondary school when I just got into my 8th grade. But then I was always a storyteller. Those stories you tell when you're around your family. I was always lying, but I didn't know it was that. Nature by my teacher, she's a very, very beautiful woman. She helped me see that I had a gift, you know, in storytelling. I invested that and I carried it with me, you know, when I came into the industry. So I've always been a storyteller, really. I've always loved to tell stories or write. And just like I always thought we get you always go to write good novels, you know, you write good stories. Then I thought, oh, I'm going to be an author. But then I came to last making when I was in grade 11. And not really, you know, people talk, you know, what you imagine, you know. And then, yeah, came from that, my storytelling. And now we're here, Maria Christ's Buumba story.
Yeah, okay. Now that's great. That's a really, I think it's quite inspirational, just the fact that it didn't just happen overnight. It shows that there has been a journey and it has been building up. So that's really great. So as a director, when did you decide that Maria Christo was the movie you wanted to put for the festival? Like, when did you decide it was the one?
I didn't get that. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. When did you decide that it was the film you wanted to use at that festival?
When I was developing concepts, I did, you know, I had 4 concepts. There were different concepts, and I like, but then I was looking for that concept. Okay, so, you know, talking about a story, you know, I thought of it as a hit story because it had all the themes that I needed, you know, to probably get into the see it, just introduce myself. Yeah, and then the themes drew me to the story. The themes, you know, realizing there's so many women out there calling for help and we're not paying attention, you know, because they're not from our homes or next door. So I feel the themes drew me to the story, and I have a lot of sisters. I think that's one of the story. I love my sisters so much. So when I learned about the story of this girl, I put my sisters in the struggle, you know, a struggle of being in an environment where you're supposed to limit yourself to a certain, you know, belief. Yeah, that kind of a thing.
Okay. All right. So it's actually, it's a personal thing. It's basically personal. It wasn't just an out of the blue.
It's very personal. It's very personal. You know, I remember when I was developing it, it wasn't really about winning awards, getting buzz from the audience or anything like that. It was about preaching. And I think that's why God is with this project, because it's always been about preaching. It's about, you know, getting it out there and just sending a message. And God said yes. Really, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so did you see yourself, did you foresee yourself actually winning these accolades because of this? Or really the point was, I just want to get that message out there, and if the accolades come, it's like the cherry on top?
I didn't see myself winning accolades, but I saw myself, you know, getting to a place where I've always wanted to be. And this is a place where I was recognized as a film. I know the boy that did it. So I didn't see it winning awards. I didn't see it, you know, getting recognized. But then I wanted to, my whole planning for it was, I wanted it to be so good, quality-wise, because I didn't want to hit here. I wanted to hit there together, because this is a universal story. It's got universal things, and so I didn't foresee this, but then it happened. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, most of the scenes are set in like a rural area, I guess, because of the type of the story. It's based in that sort of setting. How did you handle, how was your experience shooting in a rural area, and, you know, with your budget, setting it all up? How it must have been something.
Well, it was crazy. I mean, the two of them would agree. listening right now. It was hard because we had minimal funds, and then we had this big cast, because even extras came inside, because we didn't have people around the village, so we had to extras to drive them to Buumba, Membeshi. So I think it was hard, but then there was teamwork. There was too much teamwork. There was so much passion. There was positive energy around, and then I just embraced it. But I was honest with everybody on set, so they didn't expect T-bones and pizzas, really. Yeah, but I was honest, and yeah, so they flew with the flow. They believed in it. Here we are right now, and I'm glad that I just this was talked about at all. We're here right now.
Yeah.
So, but shooting, because most of the time, film is budgets. We don't have budget funds. Zambia, we don't have grants from the government. It's try your luck. You push yourself as a you gather funds from friends, from family, and just bring money together to shoot a film. And so that's not easy, and this is why I say we need to respect any person that is putting content out there. Either it be good, either be bad, because they're sacrificing. You never know what they took to shoot that film, okay? And then you're just gonna sit in the living room and say, okay, that's fair, Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's very easy to criticize when you're watching the film and not knowing what's happening on the ground. It's very true. Let's take a look at the guys in front of the camera now.
Those are I hate those guys.
Yeah. So, Dyness, you play Buumba in the movie, I believe. Wilkins, you are her.
Yes, I did.
Quite the dynamic. So,
yes.
What was it like? I'll start with you, Dyness. What was it like stepping into your role as Buumba? Like, this is something that you really have to get into. You have to be her. So what was it like?
Okay. It took a lot of research, a lot of meditation, because the character is a 16-year-old, and I was 16 like 4 years ago. So for me, go back to go back to the 16-year-old me, I had to start mingling with 16-year-olds. I actually found myself around people that age, so that I get a few trends here and there. And then plus also the character is soft-spoken, like so soft-spoken, and I'm not soft-spoken. So for like months, I had to make sure I just, I go slow. So yeah, plus the help of the director.
Yeah, no, definitely. So how are there certain aspects of being Buumba that you as a person could relate with, or you kind of just imagine what she could possibly be like?
Okay. A lot of aspects actually. The fact that she is ambitious, I'm also ambitious, and she's true to herself. I'm true to myself. So it made it a bit easy. It made it easy for me to just fit in her shoes and then be her. I could relate.
Okay. Wilkins, the same questions. Your role as, the main man in her heart, maybe not in the film, but in her heart, she was taken. So what was it like, having to play that role?
Well, the transformation was something interesting. I was actually used to doing things more aggressive, but Japheth was a soft boy, not a bully, not anything. He was just this guy that would just stuff, and it was totally different from what I'm usually used to. So it was quite an experience actually. And he was 17. And then I was 17, I think 100 years ago. So I it was challenging.
Yes, it had to go way back, like
So I had
before the
to,
internet type of vibe.
yes, please. I think during the times of vampires and stuff. Then I had to go back to the drawing board sheets, and then with the help from the director, it was actually really easy to knit the character to mine and then execute it like he wanted it, more especially. Yeah.
So these roles both required you to step out of you. Like you had to really become almost the opposite in terms of character of yourselves.
Yes, I think it actually pushed me to the wall. I think I had to speak a certain way for a while because I think they told me my voice is so unusual for me, so I had to make it smaller than this. I think once you watch the film, you understand.
Yeah. I definitely looking forward to it, especially having listened to the people behind it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So was this your first time doing a feature film like this, particularly in the rural area? Because this was out of town. So signal, all those things, you're now forced into that type of setting. Was this your first time away from home for both of you?
Ladies first.
First time away from home? No, but it was my first feature film, actually.
Okay.
Well, it was basically my first feature film, but it wasn't my first time away from home as well. So yes.
Okay. So for you, Dyness, what other film have you said this is your very first one. What other type of films have you been in?
Okay, so Maria Christou is my first feature film. I have done a short film also with Jesse Chisi. It is titled Remedy.
Okay. And Wilkins, any past productions for you?
Well, I have not really been exposed to the film industry for too long. I've mostly been doing theater, which is slightly different from screen acting and a totally different experience. But I'm currently featuring in an amazing magic series titled Landlady Meets Landlord.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get a little more into the details of the film itself. I'll ask each of you, Dyness and Wilkins, which scene for you did you feel our director really pushed you to be, to really get out of your comfort zone? So Dyness, can start with you. Which is that one scene?
Let me see. I remember one. I remember one. I think it was when Buumba came to visit Japhet. I think that was after she was told she was going to get married to this old guy. Yeah, some huge fat man like this in the film. So when she came through, that day, I think we were not in the mood to shoot. Most of us were not in the mood to shoot. So it was basically really challenging to get into character. I think we had to shoot that scene for, I don't know, 3 hours or 4 hours. And then Buumba couldn't cry. So we had to, yeah, so we had to go through, we do the thing over and over until it became so frustrating. And then, yeah, we just put everything together until the thing
got it right.
The director wanted. Actually, he doesn't stop. Yes, he actually doesn't stop if you're not delivering whatever he wants. So it's really actually so difficult to please him that day. And then it was really challenging that day, I think.
Dyness, can you agree that was for you as well the most challenging scene, or for you it was another one?
It was one of the most, but yeah, I had another one.
Yeah, tell us about that one.
Apart from the one that he's from talking about, we had another scene. We had another scene also. It had a lot of dialogue, and then I was very tired that day, also very hungry. And then so my dialogue was a mess. My emotions were scattered. And so he kept telling me, you have to do it right. This is a scene that you speak on behalf of every other girl child out there. So if this scene is a mess, then everything is a mess. So yes, it took a lot of directing and coaching and all that until the scene came out right.
Yes, girl, you got it. Yes. Well done. So at what point did any of you guys know that, okay, this is going to be a hit? Or did you just kind of take it like, this is just another one of those films? It has potential, but it's not really, there. Did you guys feel, okay, this one might just, hit the bar?
For me, I basically, the first day I looked at the script, I was really, really impressed with the writing because it was some unique kind of writing that I had never seen. So I love challenges. So I decided I would take it up, but I just didn't know it would become this big, honestly speaking.
It was a nice show.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Strike a blow and die, they say. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we had very positive energy from the beginning, but I'm sure none of us expected that it would be like a hit like this big. We didn't know we would get awards, from such big festivals until today. Yes.
Yes, girl. So your first feature film, and now you're an international star. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up with you guys for like, I don't know, Coming to America 4 or something like that. Yeah.
I know, right?
Okay, let's go back to our director. These guys have highlighted the scenes that stress them out. I'm sure you, as the one who was heading everything, must have had your stressful moments. So like which maybe, let's say, scenes for you were like the most stressful, like really made you maybe even question, should I really be doing this? Yeah.
Lucky us, he wasn't there when we were discussing.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, like my network had cut. Like I was zoomed out for some minute and zoomed in back. Because what did they say? So you need to ask the difficult scenes that we should say.
Yeah, like for you, these guys expressed themselves and how you were really on them, like 3 hours on the same scene. So they were like, for you, what was your most stressful? Like maybe let's say the 2 most stressful scenes of the movie that you felt, okay, this one is also really pushing me as the director.
Okay. These guys were stressing every time, all the time. Every minute, every second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But then I think I had my fair share of stress as a director all the time because I was directing and producing. Sometimes we even get stressed before you even get on set, directing actors, because probably something is going wrong, probably other parties. But then scenes that really stressed me, these guys pushed me. There's a scene that Dyness Lungu has with Sunday Katawa. It's supposed to be an scene. That scene really pushed me. It really pushed me. But I liked the fact that I had to step out of my comfort zone and just focus on directing the film instead of using emotions for each production. The other thing that the scene that really pushed me was the scene with the girls in the church when they were being, when they were pulling down their pants and they were being checked. That scene was where you're doing it on impulse, right? And you're like, okay, let's do this. Everybody get in character and just do this thing. And then after the scene, you'd be like, you'd be like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those 2 scenes.
Okay. Okay, it's just listening.
Oh, no. And then there was another scene. Sorry, there was another scene that actually took us. There was another scene that took us, I think, like 8 hours. 8 hours on set. It's a scene when
8 to 9 hours.
I was exhausted. I kept waiting for the choreographer to be done. I stopped, talked to the actors already, and then it was a matter of now them using. It was a bit physical, It was a car, coming and bumping into somebody, and then it was, there was a lot of happening on set. So the choreographer came around 17, I think 16, 17. We started preparing 16, but then he took us to like very tired.
But the show must go on. The things we do for
must go.
Yeah. So, Paul, how does it feel to have acquired all these achievements? You are quite young. You're not as old as people may think. So how does it feel to have, like, apart from just from Sotambe, but even like the Dyness Lungu Film Festival, how does it feel to have achieved this? And may I emphasize, not just achieved one thing, but like 3 in one festival.
Well, I'm just, like, it's crazy because I'm gonna take my. It's crazy because.
Let me also do this.
Okay. Okay. You're right. When you feel, I'm gonna be honest with you. With all these achievements coming in this year, I feel so naked. Like figuratively. I feel like everything's achieved, and then you do not know what's gonna come next. You're at the point where your career can either be made or be destroyed by the grace of God. Yeah, but then I feel so like everybody's watching, and I'm not used to everybody watching. I love my space. I love my privacy. I love to just have only people in my circle know what I'm doing. But then this Cannes World Film Festival has changed that. It's put me in a position where now everybody wants to know what's going on. What is he doing? How is it gonna? How is it gonna move? All those things, and then it gets so overwhelming for an individual. But then you just find your strength and know the reason why you're supposed to be here. You deserve to be here. It's time. Yeah, I just told myself that, you've not worked as much as others, but you have your own story, you have your own testimony, and that testimony requires you to be here, and God wants you to be here, really.
Yeah, there's a time for everything. Yeah. Exactly. And for you, Dyness and Wilkins, you guys are also definitely recognized in this. How does it feel to kind of be thrown to the forefront, not just locally, but you've also gone international? Like, you touched a bit on it both earlier, but I just want to hear, like, specifically on this point.
Ladies first.
Okay. All right. I have a lot of mixed emotions right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited, I'm grateful, and at the same time, I'm scared. I don't like too much attention, and at this point, everyone is looking at me. Everyone wants to know the Dyness that was the lead. Everyone wants to say hi. And it's somehow very difficult because then this is just me, and then making people understand that I'm still me, I'm still Dyness. Yes, I have gone international, but hey, I don't have to be friends with everyone. It's very hard to, just to be in my own space. I love my space.
Wilkins, is your story different, or you also like your space?
I think
that one loves attention. He loves attention. Like attention is his nickname.
On an unrelated, I think me and myself, I think we distance ourselves from that statement. Yeah, we distanced ourselves from the director's statement. Yes, I think it's an overwhelming feeling, quite unfathomable, really, if you think about it, because I think Zambia is a society where people would say, "Muchta tu soelo." You're playing, this never take you anywhere, and then overnight, boom, you're an international star, and then you can't even explain it to anyone because no one really knows how big these festivals are, apart from yourself inside and how you actually studied about everything and what you've understood about the actual festival. So it's an overwhelming feeling. I think most people are texting and calling and asking, Mulinandalama.
The first three questions. That one must be there.
Yes, so it's really something I'm taking on with mixed feelings, actually. So I actually don't even know what to do myself because I don't know what comes of my career right now. Might be made. Will I be destroyed? Because I think it was yesterday I received a phone call and then somebody says, we want to feature you in a film, but we are scared because you're an international star. So now it's a 50-50 for a long time because of this very film. So it's quite overwhelming, actually, and very big thing to just take in overnight. So it's a gradual process. I guess I'll get to understand as time goes by.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Mr. Director, you see what you've done to your people. Thrown them in the spotlight with you.
You know, right now, it's like I've gotten so attached to them so much that at this point, I'm also scared on their behalf, you know? It's come to a point where you don't know who means well and you don't know who wants them to, you know? People don't want to just, not cast them in a film just to teach them a lesson. So it's come to me like, what do you do next? What do you give them? Do you just make a film? Just cut that kind of, but then the big people, they'll find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other festivals where you plan to have this film shown?
Yes. We will be showing at Black Star, Ghana, 1st of September to the 26th of September. We'll also be showing at Kafa International Festival in Nigeria on, I'm not sure I've quoted it. Then we are showing at the Silicon Valley African Festival in California in October. Not sure of the dates as well. So I hope they get awards. I hope some of them get nominated. I can't wait to see them, just have an award of it.
Awesome. I don't know if you were there, but I was teasing these two. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up featuring you in Coming to America 4 or something, because just now you mentioned California. You're already going to America.
We brace so because
so just brace yourself.
Because it's where like most of the time us say that what festivals then what happens? The CVs are never the same. They're never the same because
I know, right?
Because you develop. Yes. So
Okay. Now, thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys, for your time. Those are all the questions. I won't bombard you anymore. I believe the trailer for the film is on your YouTube channel, Paul. I think I saw it on your YouTube channel. So those who want to watch, you can go ahead and check it out. We're also excited to have you guys over at our 8th Sotambe Film Festival. It will be happening from the
we can't wait. We can't wait for the VVIP.
Oh, yes, VVIP treat. We even come doing this, eh? Yeah, so from the 21st to 25th of September, we have it. So yeah, whether it's physically, hopefully to be physically, you know, with these COVID things, we don't know, but we're hoping to get back to that physical presence. But yeah, so thank you so much. Like I said, looking forward to seeing you, and all the best with your future plans and programs.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right.
The 8th edition of the Sotambe International Film and Arts Festival is ready for you. Yes, you who loves watching movies. This September, come and enjoy 5 days of free movie screening, poetry nights, arts exhibition, Latino party, drama plays, and many more. Filmmakers from Southern Africa region meet together. Filmmakers enjoy 5 days of filmmaking workshops, conferences, and masterclasses. Energy, collaboration, networking. The biggest film festival in Zambia is waiting for you from 21st to 25th of September 2021 in Kitwe, Zambia, and online.